What's up, guys? Focus Motion coming at you guys today. A late night, busy night grind session. We got AP up. We're getting close to the final tables on both. Um, so, good flop for us. I think I might be check rating here. We're first out of 27 people left, 1500, and we are. Um, we are fourth out of 18 in the Absolute Poker AP. And so we hit here. So we're gonna look like we are trying to figure out what's going on here. He calls, and here we're gonna put a little value bet. I think that would work, and maybe might be able to shove. He calls, it's good, and we take that down. To kind of see what he has, I'll pull up no history here. I'm gonna but I'll show what he has. So he had sixes, so I could have gotten his stack. Um, I didn't think he was that strong, but well, what a interesting hand that just went down. Ace King for someone. That's one man. Interesting way for him to play those that set. I think I would like a repop when I re-raise them. Um, but that's alright. I'm not complaining. Alright, so we got a limp UTG plus 2 with the big stack. Fairly innocuous board. And I think I can go ahead and lead out here. I don't think anybody has anything here. I'm going to go ahead and lead out and see where I'm at. And yeah, we'll take that down. Over here, we got Hustle Lane, 22 big blinds. And the reason why I don't have the HUD up here, guys, is because for some reason right now, Merge is not compatible tournament-wise and SNG-wise with the Hold'em Manager, the HUD. And it kind of tilts me when I have HUD on one side and I don't have HUD on the other side. So I like to just go ahead and here I'm just gonna try to take down the pot here. I'd like not to have the HUD. I'll be a little worried if he flats here, and he does, and I don't like that. So I need to kind of fire out anyway still to find out where I'm at. And I think it will do the trick. If not, he'll tell me, and I can just fold it. So he calls, and that's interesting. And now a jack comes off. So we're gonna check and give up. I think if he just called here, and over here I'm raising. He decided to ship here. That's really sick. Interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and fold. I mean, he probably had Queen Jack here. He probably has, or maybe Jack 10 or something. But either way, the reason why I like to raise a lot is I can get kings on the button, and here it's an easy snap call. And all right, and yeah, so yeah, all right. calls. We flop a set of kings. We're gonna go ahead and continue. We'll fire out that side bet there. That. We're gonna fire out another bet. Fold here. Calls. What a crazy. Yeah, I really think he has it here. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about a check back. I can't bet for value. Probably does have an ace. He probably made it straight, but I gotta check back. Oh, he doesn't. Interesting. He had a king, so he's willing to call me down. Okay, well, that's cool. Good to know. A little upset about that queen river, but it's alright. I got as much value as I could with my set of king versus a pair. Alright. Here he jams. I'm going to be calling. And wow, he flops a 6. Nice. Okay. Let's get the spades. Nope. No luck. Alright. See. Yeah, it's interesting. I ran deep in a AP tournament yesterday. Final table, I took 7th. And so that was cool. And so hopefully we can go a little further this time around and actually blink it. So I'm going to make my consistent raise size 14 and 15. Over here, same thing. I'm going to be raising pretty straightforward. He liked to jam and was going to call. There you go. Cool. Alright, looks like a chop situation with it is 6. And we chop it. So here we're gonna bet out. Actually, yeah, we're gonna bet out here. Okay, it's just too good to bet out. We're gonna bet out there. Wow, I was gonna say if he jams, it's almost not likely he has it, but at the same time, I bet out basically it's just a one-shot deal. Those that know my style, I mean, I don't give up pots as much. I think I could have bet a little bit smaller. It would see the same results, but yeah, but it's okay. Again, my playing style is pretty aggressive, and so I'm just looking for people to spaz out and try to hear a call. Yeah, no idea how Fleming had trip 6s there. He might have had a 6, but he played it super passive, and but sorry. H9 here. We're gonna against hustling in the big line. We're under the gun. Again, we're applying as much pressure as we can. And I want to fold here. The deuce, I mean, it's suited. And again, my MO is to raise a ton. Oh, interesting. Everybody decides to check here, so we're gonna get out here. Very dry board. They have to have a king or not, and yeah, chances are they don't. So I went ahead and bet that out. I bet big because they both have stacks, and so I want to make it detrimental for them to call because in so much as I don't have a hand and I still would bet out like whatever amount, like half pot, whatnot. I think in that situation they both have stacks. Betting half pot would be kind of like going against me. They would actually probably peel one because the flop is so dry. Um, Very unlikely for me to have a king or whatnot. Interesting spot here. It's pretty tight. Let this go. I would like to call it, but and it would have been a nice flop for me. I would have called this guy shove. He's probably gonna shove here, or yeah. done. I'm gonna keep his pot small with Hustle Man. He looks like he wants to take, so we're just gonna go ahead and just keep it small. Good card for us, so we're gonna go ahead and bet. We're gonna bet a little value bet. Calls, good, and we're gonna go ahead and value bet a little bit more too. So we're gonna make it just a tad bit bigger and see what he does. I think he calls. Yeah, he calls, and get some value out of that. Alright, so we have ace 3 here, and we have a hand. So we're going to go ahead and get some value out of our 3s. You can check it back to pot control purposes, but we'll go ahead and peel here. And I'm going to go ahead and bet again. I really don't think he has it here. If he decides to go, if he decides to raise, I'm gonna jam on him. I really don't think he has it. Yeah, I just can get quick jam. Quick jam here. He can't call. I mean, I'm showing a lot of strength here. Over here, we're gonna raise, and he folds. Yeah, when he pops it back, and I call, and then I bet he leads out, and I mean, I on the turn I bet he raises. My shipping over him looks super strong, and it's hard for him to call that. So, um, yeah, you know, he had to fold a 6. That queen didn't look good for his 10. So, you know, in those spots, you know, he really has to respect that, and that's for a tournament life too. So, unless he has like a super strong read that, you know, I'm doing that with complete air, or just, you know, stuff like that, you know, it's kind of like, here we're gonna check it. We're out of position, and we're gonna check it up here. And I'm playing a little passive on the AP side because I've been I've been exposed, so to speak. And this is the LOL over here. He's jamming 49,000 into a 5,000 pot. Okay, so I don't know what that means, but yeah. But yeah, so I can't. Well, not I don't think I can't, but I just have to be more selective in picking my spots. I do not. You know, my stacks have been fluctuating immensely, and you know, it's just I just gotta be a little bit more aware. And over here, again, this guy is just super spazzing out and just jamming like crazy. I have no idea why he's doing that, but hopefully he does that when I have aces. Here, this guy min raises. I'm just gonna go ahead and fold. I got 2 big stacks behind me. I could raise, but then I might get re-raised here, so like all this nonsense right here. Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, min raising, they're gone. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and raise. Uh, yeah, a good size. Would be very sick of high risk jams, but yeah, he just does jam. Yeah. Wow, interesting. Hustle calls. So it looks like Hustle Man was trying to trap. So it looks like I gave myself some Skrilla in Manila. So I'm gonna go ahead and fold reluctantly. Yeah, so Ace Jack versus King Queen. Interesting limp Mr. Hustle Man. Um, way to way to try to trap me. And I'm not too sure what's going down over here. Um, uh, I'm not too sure. A lot of shorties behind me. I open, they're gonna jam. King 4 suited. The kicker's not that good for me. And King 7-0, undergun plus 2, undergun plus 1 rather. This guy chronic power, played back at me quite a bit and probably knows push shove ranges. So and given my playing tendencies or stats, I guess, well, looking kind of spewy. This guy, I raised first. I moved to the table, and then right before the break, I raised to steal the blinds, and then he jammed his whole stack, and it's ridiculous. So, kind of makes me weary when he's in the big blind. Looks like he'll defend pretty liberally. So, uh, we got we got chronic power hitting the river, and that's cool. That means less chips to the left of me and more to the right of me, which makes it easier for me. Um, as you can see, with third out of 16 people left, would be nice to final table consecutive nights. And B keep 23. He like pot is, and we can let that go. Gotta be cognizant with the blinds. Right now, the blinds are 5K, 10K. Somebody with 100K or less is short. So we got over about 44 bigs. We're looking pretty healthy. Um, no reason to get out of line. We just gotta note the player's tendencies and figure out, Uh, so King 8 on the button. Definitely open. And it's interesting. This guy limped. I do want to raise. What a conundrum. What a conundrum. Let's see what happens here. What if we get squeezed by anybody? Maybe I'll make it a little bit bigger. I like the size. If appropriate. And yeah, this is definitely good enough for to bail. He calls, and here we're gonna check and see what happens. We get the heart. We can rep the heart there. He bets out trying to represent the heart. Um, maybe. I don't know. That seems kind of weird. I might have to bank it. I don't know. King high possibly get here. Best really weird. Best half pot. It's like you're trying to get value. Maybe got the heart flush, but we'd have to think about it. Probably have to end up folding here. It's kind of sick spot. Really sick spot here. Yeah, we'll have to go. Hopefully he shows us. It'd be kind of cool. Either way, bluff or no bluff. I could have bailed the turn. The 6 didn't improve anything. Maybe if I put more pressure and I double bailed. Yeah, I think I played that hand a little bit bad. But I will. Gonna move on. Alright, so Hustle Main jams over Seabass, shove, UTG. I'm folding my Jack 10. Yeah, there's King, Deuces, and Deuces win. Pretty standard. I don't find any fault with Hustle Main jamming there. Want ISO, perfectly acceptable. This is interesting spots, guys, on the AP sector. I Kind of wanted to raise that, but at the same time, don't know. He peeled the flop. Could have peeled with a hard draw. He could have peeled with many different things. I mean, you kind of think if he had the flush, he probably thinks I'm gonna check back the river, so he bets out for value, which makes sense. So, but at the same time, I mean, I don't know. That's I think if anything, I should if I'm gonna commit to bailing the flop on the bailing that flop, I should bail the turn because that six of spades doesn't change anything whatsoever. And let's see here. So we're pretty much we got moved over to another table. That's fine. Gets us away from a lot of those big stacks. We can pick up on the small stacks. Here we decide to fold. It looks like this table on the ace side is like really like just spewy. To the point of just like doesn't make any sense. Seventh UTG. Obvious open call. Any of these guys here. Um, pretty much what we wanted to anyway. Not to see that though. That's what we didn't want to see. And let's see. Improve. We're gonna fold here. It's Queen 8-0. That was unfortunate. We still will be plugging away. Let's see what happens. Here, been sometimes I like to change my for example, if I'm getting called a lot and people are starting to notice that my bet size is the same and I get called a lot, then I like to change it a little bit. Here I'm gonna call, get an odd, defend my blind, and so we're gonna looks like a good, actually good pot for us here. And we're gonna go ahead and check raise. He doesn't know us, we don't know him, and yeah, good. I don't want to see a turn that makes it awkward for us out of position. I'd rather just take it down on the flop there. Yeah, no need. Here, debatable. You can jam shove. The only problem is if somebody has a hand, they'll call. Like big blind might have a hand to call. More often than not, this guy won't call because he's limped unless he's trying to trap. But you don't know what the big blind can have. And if I have 10-5-0, it's not. I mean, I get called. I'm not going to be liking it. So UTG here. I'm opening ace queen, standard open. He was calling, obviously. So yeah, I auto click control on the button here. It's just pretty standard, and yeah, so cool. All right, so we're doing fairly well. Let's see how the big stack responds to some aggression on the big blind, and we kind of go from there. He decides to fold. That's cool. Good result there. This guy raises. We're gonna just go, and this guy decides to jam. We're gonna go ahead and fold. Um, and here we can go ahead. Yeah, actually no, we won't do it. Let's go 3-2-5. Oh no, sorry. 4-9. And over here, this guy, Pine Juice, started up. One more thing, let go. Ace-9 club. We have too many people behind us. We don't want to get squeezed. We don't know what's going on. We're not even sure about the table dynamics. And so Pine Juice gets let this one go. Queen 4. Fold 3-7. But yeah, so we're looking pretty decent, guys. Right now we're at the 25-minute marker, and we gotta figure out. I'm not quite sure how long the YouTube video will allow me. I know I got extended uh, video time. So before it used to be 10, 15. Now mine's at 30, which is really cool. But I'm gonna stop the video at 30 and then just redo a new video. Or part two. This is kind of interesting here. He 4.2x is it? Let's go ahead and fold it. We're gonna give an impression of a little tightness here at this table. So when we start stealing a lot, we'll get more believability. Both us here, we're jamming against this guy, and we'll call it that. So yeah, we're gonna jam ISO. Hopefully we get queen on the board here. Oh wow, a 6 on the river. Be nice. Oh, no luck. Okay, well, quite alright. Looking for a chop, but didn't get that. Got ace jack. Anyway, to make it feel better. So yeah, he shoved. We're gonna reshove. Okay, now we have to let go by ace jack. Queens. Oh wow, sickness. But that was the correct shove by prime juice. I mean, it just looked. I mean, I don't know. We couldn't. I feel like we couldn't call there, not knowing what they had and that. So got tens here. We're gonna go ahead and raise it up. And over here, we're gonna raise the daisy, and we're gonna call this a bid. I think in a second. Okay. And here. Oh, that's pretty interesting. We decided to pop me back. We're gonna go ahead and fold. Oh well, that was kind of interesting. Here the guy decides to jam. I think it's very obvious he has a king there. And we're gonna go ahead and save our chippies for later. Alright guys, I'm gonna call this a video and we'll go to part two. Yeah, he had a king he showed. Huh? Nice. Part two coming up.